What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Chris here at Kalevala South Farm. Well, guys, long time no see. It's been about 5.5 months since I made a video. I was out working. I went out and did my normal ship thing and got back a little over a week ago and really kind of hit it hard. Got everything cranking. So I was just trying to get ahead before the snow flies here because it's getting to be that time of year. Got a lot of big stuff going on here on the farm, namely, we have the new sugar house that we're building. We started this back in June, right before I left. We got the frame up and the cement pad poured. And then as soon as I got home, I cut down a big pine tree up in the field and we milled up all these 2x8s and then cut the roof rafters, got those all ready. So we're pretty much ready to get the roof on this thing once I get a little help, hopefully later this week. We've also been working in the woods a lot. Continuing to expand our tap count. I think I've got about 400-ish now. But by the time I'm done adding lines and everything, we should be very close to 500 for this season. So another thing we're going to be building is we're going to be building our own reverse osmosis unit. So I've got parts ordered for that. I'll definitely take you guys along for that one. We're going to be building, it's about a 225 gallon per hour RO, because we're going to need it this year. We did not get a bigger evaporator, and so 500 taps is really not doable on that size. So we're going to upgrade and get the RO going. So I've got most of the pieces and parts for that. There's a few things I'm waiting on still, circulating pump, a couple other things. So once we get all those parts together, we can start tinkering with that. And then the big push this week is going to be getting the roof on the sugar house and start getting the siding on. I'd really like to get it dried in, as they say, and then I can work on the electrical and the other stuff later once we get a roof over our heads, because then it won't be so weather dependent like it is now. So anyway, guys, today we actually have a maple expert coming in to help us, and we'll see if he wants to be on camera. All right, guys, so I got a real treat today. This is Jacob Quinn from CDL USA. They're our local CDL dealer right down in Northfield, Mass, which is only about 10 minutes from us. And we're going to be looking at main lines and maybe trying to upgrade some of our system a little bit this year. So I'm just going to let the camera roll while we talk and go through this stuff. All right, I'll just set it down and we can do our thing.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm thinking with this one.
Yeah.
This is the culvert here to run the vacuum line down from the sugar house.
Yeah.
Go under the road here, and then I can kind of run it down.
Okay.
I think this main line, I'm actually going to do the same thing.
Go right down there.
I'm going to end up running it down because I can pick up about another 20 taps.
Okay.
If I go basically right down along the stream bed.
Yep.
So I'm going to have to get into this culvert anyway. And then, like, I've got, I don't know, 3 or 4 more maples here I don't have on because I did, you know, I've got, there's that one, this small one. There's one, there's 3 more over here.
Yeah, there's all of these and those.
Yep. But I couldn't get it to run, with enough slope down.
Okay.
Where I could get 5 of them on there, and I didn't figure anything less than 5, even with a sure flow, is probably not going to do real well. So
I mean, we'll do 1 tap lines.
That's, well, now with bigger vacuum, that's, I'm like, I could put these 4 on one, put that one on one.
Yep.
And then run it all down underneath. And this only goes up about 500 feet.
Okay.
It's probably a little loose right now. I redid the wood.
Tighter than a lot of the places I've been.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't walked the line, this line yet, to see if there's anything down up a little farther.
Yep.
But it basically just runs up to basically behind where we were in the sugar house, and then it's soft. It's basically just one grove of maple here.
Okay.
So I think this one, the big thing is going to be moving it down under the road, you know, and then down around the collection, because there's a group of 20 maples down there.
Okay.
And there's about 5 that, so I can pick up another 25. There's only 65 on this line right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can see there's a big one there.
Yep.
Big one there.
Yep.
One here. So yeah,
Yeah, so I can pick up basically about another 25 or 30.
Are you gonna try to run this line into that releaser down there?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So we'd run the vacuum down, and then that way too I wouldn't have the release. It's kind of a pain to collect here.
Yep.
because of it's such a big ditch.
Yeah.
So I figured down there it's a nice flat spot. We can go look at that next. And
Yep.
then you can give me, if you think this, I think for this 3/4 would be okay. Just because it's only going to have
How
about,
much? You know how far it is from here down there?
I don't.
Okay.
It's probably,
So you figure that out pretty easily.
yeah, you can see it.
Okay.
So basically right down where that big pine is,
Yeah.
that's where it's going to end up.
Okay.
So I'm just going to run it basically right along the stream bed,
Yeah.
all the way down to there. So yeah, this is where I'm thinking, run it basically under the road and then right down this,
Okay.
and then I can move this old maple. Yeah. Probably have the release it somewhere in here, and then I can run, basically this would be the end spot, and then I'll just run something small off of these over here. Yeah. I mean, I could go as far as this, down to this big tree, just anywhere in here. Because I can come in easy enough and cut out some of these trees to make it turn around. Yep. Basically, I have I think there's 30 taps in here.
Yeah.
Or no, 27, and I have 3 different lines. So
Okay.
each one is less than 10.
Yeah.
So each line is less than 10, and I just connected them to the main line over here.
Yeah.
Basically stretch them across and around, and that's how we've been doing it for the last few years.
So you're saying this is the door right here?
Yeah, so basically, yeah, if you see that, see where it goes back up right here?
Yeah.
You can kind of see it. Kind of see it a little bit better. It's kind of a rise there, so to run it from down there, it would hit this hill.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many laterals, and I try to keep them small, but this is the one section I redid this whole woods after I cultivated it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still, like I said, I wasn't super happy with it.
Yep.
So I'm like, maybe I should just run a main line, and then I can just, instead of coming across the road, I can plug these off and do something. That way I could keep it down around 4 or 5 instead of 8 or 10.
I mean, 8 or 10 is still fine as long as you're in a straight line.
Right.
You know, for us, like, we have some with 10 on them.
Yep.
We have some with more than 10 on them. When we're putting our lines out, we try to make the laterals as straight as we possibly can make them.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as you start doing turns, it starts to restrict the sap flow and
Gotcha.
stuff like that.
Yep.
So when we're going, we're kind of just going like this in the woods, and then just any tree that's in that line is kind of just as straight as we're going to go straight up through the woods. So.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, I think you 100% could, if you wanted to, run your line down into there.
Mm-hmm.
If we didn't want to cross this road at all, that whole section could be on a main line that goes down.
Oh, that's
down
actually
there.
a really good idea, because then I
And
could.
then you don't need to cross the road.
Yep.
And it goes into your releaser there.
This one's always a pain when I have to take it out.
Yep.
And that's a much better. I think that would work a lot better if I can just run it, basically, because I think I have, like you're saying, if I run a main line from like that maple there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you were to come, like,
And I could go right down. I could even take a little bit of that hill off if I needed to.
yeah. And then kind of.
Alrighty, guys. So sorry I didn't get more of my visit with Jacob on camera yesterday. He was here for a good 3.5 hours, and we made a lot of plans, and got a good handle on what we need to do for tubing. Like I said, that was yesterday. We also had a visit from our forester this morning, so we were busy running around the woods with him and kind of looking forward to our next timber harvest and what we want to do, and got that done. So now, we worked on the sugar house a bit this morning, and now we're out in the woods again. So I'm down here in the lower field. This is one of the sections we're going to run mainline tubing down along the brook and all the way down there to a collection site to pick up several more taps. We're also going to have mainline vacuum running down this way. So I brought the little steel chainsaw down, and we're going to go through and start kind of cutting a pathway for all this. So I think that's what we're going to work on, at least for the next few hours, and then we'll probably get back on the sugar house. guys. Alrighty, guys. Well, you kind of see what we were working on. Just basically cutting a spot for the main line to go through that scrub and viney junk stuff down there. There are quite a few maples in there. We're going to pick up another probably 30 or so taps on that line. And then we're going to reroute some stuff that we had crossing the trail temporarily. We're going to bring that down in another main line. And yeah, it's going to be a nice run down there. Easier to collect because it's not on the side of the road in the ditch. So yeah, and then we got back up to the sugar house. Did some more work up here. We got the all the layout done for our rafters. So hopefully tomorrow our buddy Maya is going to come. And we're going to get the rafters up. We did get some of the bracing up yesterday, the 45s there. Got some of those up. And then I have all the lumber here for framing. I bought 2x4s for this because honestly, doing the calculations, milling 2x4s is just not worth it. Anything above a 2x4, it makes sense to do ourselves, but for 2x4s, it's just, they're so cheap, it's just easier to go buy one. So I don't mill the 2x4s, but like all the 2x8s, 2x6s, anything else, yeah, we'll mill those. But 2x4s, just the amount of time and effort it takes, it's just easier to go buy them. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end this one here. I'm hopefully going to at least grab the camera and record tomorrow when we start doing the rafters and see if we can get some of that on camera. And yeah, we're just going to keep kind of poking along between Sugarbush maintenance, Sugarbush expansion, getting this figured out and finished up, the sugar house. At least I'd like to have it at least a roof on and the siding on here before the snow flies, and then I can work on stuff later. I'm hoping we're going to run electrical to this, full electrical for the vacuum system and everything else for the tubing. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end this one here. And like I like to say, if you like these videos, please subscribe, hit the like button, and leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. And just remember, it'll be all right.